look here. That's more like what it usually sounds like. Yeah, looks like we need some air in the tires. This one looks alright. That one looks alright. Body needs some work. What a beast. I definitely have no brakes. That brief moment I had brakes, the line blew right there. And there's plenty of other places it could too. It's pretty weak. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it here and see what I can do with the other one. Alright, so I have the line pinched, and hopefully I won't use the brakes my whole way over there. I'll do my best to just go easy. But conveniently, all the lights worked. I don't have them on right now, but I ran through everything. Everything worked. I couldn't believe it. So anyway, I'm gonna try making it a couple miles down the road and see what happens. Hopefully I won't have to use the brakes too much. Well, I didn't get too far. The transmission, I can't get it into second gear. So, I mean, well, it's third. I use second to start off with because it's got so much torque and it's got a granny first. And so I just couldn't get third. And, it's an uphill climb out of the driveway here. So I rolled right to a stop. And then I had to use the brakes to hold on the hill so I could get it moving again. And I decided, well, if that's the case, I ought to just bring it back. And I think as soon as I got it back here, you notice I didn't pull it in very far, it ran out of gas on me. Not a surprise because there's not a lot in there and it's all at least 7 years old, so pretty amazed it did what it did. So, oh well, I guess I'll have to use the trailer after all. I was going to try to just drive them, but this one definitely needs to be trailered. I'll see if we can get this one going. Last time I was trying to work on this one, the points there was no spark, so I was filing down the points, and then every time I did something else went wrong. So I'm going to try again today and see if I can at least get it running and moving. So if I can move it out of its spot, then I can have it ready to go and load on a trailer. So anyway, we'll leave that at that and we'll see what happens. Okay, right away I remember what my problem was from last time. I had one battery that fit both this van and my other van, which is down over there next to the garage. Can't quite see it through the trees. But I took the battery out of that, because that was the roadworthy one, and I put it in here because I was trying to get it running. And I worked on it for a day, and then I had to leave and go to work. And I came back a couple days later, and the battery was missing. And I went and looked to see if it was in the other van, and it wasn't there. And I looked around the garage, and it wasn't anywhere to be found around the garage. So somebody went and stole the battery out of this. So I took the battery out of the truck, and it doesn't quite fit because it's way bigger than the battery box, and the terminals aren't exactly right, but I've tightened them down, so hopefully I'll get a good enough connection out of them. Just trying to get it started today, not even move it, just to get it running. So once it's running, I'm not too worried about it. So anyway, that's that. And then when you come in here, we go in here, and I had to rig up, oh, where is it? It's falling underneath. The starter button onto the starter solenoid and terminals there. I'm gonna get those out of there. Because the starter relay broke, so I can turn the key. Let's see if I get a connection anyway. Oh, yep, I get a connection. So I turn the key on, but I turn to start, nothing happens. See, you hear the click, and that's it. So that's what the button's for. And last time I was on it, I filed the points down quite a bit. Not, well, to clean them up, that is. And I didn't get a chance to test them because there was no battery. So I'll give this thing a little prime, and we'll see if it'll pop. All right, I primed it up. I'm gonna leave the air cleaner open because there's a mouse nest in there to make things fun. So we got power, and I We got our button. Alright, let's see what happens. That does not sound like there's a spark. So I'm going to turn that off. And I'll go get some more sandpaper. Alright. Distributor's down here, the passenger side, lower part of the engine here. Let's get it loose. Back one never likes to release. There we go. I don't know why it's jammed. Okay, so you cap up and out of there. Hit the rotor. I'll give that a cleaning too. But it's got a new condenser, so it should be fine. So there's the points right there. So I'll put some more sandpaper in there and file them down, then I'll test them out with the key on, see if I can get a spark to jump there. Alright, they're all filed down. And the other thing we can do to see if we get a spark to jump is turn the key on and crank it and see if we see anything in there. But I'll try the screwdriver method first. See what happens. Alright, so I just tested with the screwdriver, and sure enough there is power down there to the metal bits, as I had a couple of sparks popping around there. See, I'll try to do this here and I turn the key off again. Ha! Hang on a second. There we go. Key's on. And you'll notice, you can see a little bit of popping, but it's not the points. It's just whenever the screwdriver bumps something. When I did get it down there, was with just the points, I had nothing. So I'm going to keep on sanding and hopefully we'll get somewhere soon. Alright, I finally got some spark out of the points, so I just put it all back together. I'm going to reprime the carb, and then we'll try it again. I'll turn the key off before I prime it so I don't blow something up. Alright, starter button, key on, gas in the carb. Let's see what happens. Okay, I think it's set to choke now. Weird, I had spark. I'll test one of the plugs and see if I got anything there.